The iZotope RX8 is iZotope's kind of audio repair suite, and it has saved my butt countless of times. We're going to take a look at 6 different cases where it has either just made my project sound better or has completely salvaged the project that I thought was gone. Let's go. Well, hello there, Vlad here, welcome to my studio, and before we move on to the iZotope RX8, I quickly want to mention that if you want to get into home recording or up your home studio game, check out my free Home Studio Essentials mini course where I teach you how to build a killer home studio on a tiny budget and avoid all the mistakes I've made over the past 15 years or so recording my own music in my home studio. Again, links below in the description, but now to the iZotope RX8. This video is sponsored by iZotope because they have provided me with the RX8 plugin suite, and they've been great friends of the channel since 2018, I think. So for a while now, this RX8 suite has saved my butt many times. I used to use the RX6 version of the same thing, but with RX8 they've added new cool things, and we're going to take a look at 6 different cases where it has just helped me a lot or saved my project. And let's start with case number 1. Case number 1 is fixing some of the issues with my guitar tone. I have lights going on and there's something funky with the electricity in this room. I need to take a look at that because I'm getting all of these buzzy sounds, and yeah, let's take a listen by bypassing this plugin. And by the way, I should mention, with RX8 they actually added a dedicated guitar denoising plugin, and we're going to use it in a couple different cases, starting with the amp denoise one. Let's take a listen. So yeah, there's both kind of amp buzz going on, but then there's also this high pitch squeaky thing. And the cool thing about this plugin is that, first of all, there's 3 different sections in it. There's like an amp section dedicated to removing all of these kind of amp noises. Then you can get rid of a lot of the squeaks, and pick attack as well. And we're going to take a look at these a bit later. But right now we are going to click the bypass button so it's not bypassed anymore, and hit play and then click learn. It will actually listen to the track and give it suggestion how to remove some of the noise. Yeah, let's try it out. Okay, amp noise profile learned. Okay, let's take a listen now. Before, after. There's still a tiny bit of hiss left there, but that's very manageable. That high-pitched, squeaky noise is something that I've been trying to get rid of in my studio, but still haven't found a way to do that. And that sound, that high-pitched thing, stays in my guitar sound. Even like when I start playing, it's kind of still there. You can actually see that on like EQ if you like really zoom in and see like the waveforms. It's still there. And this thing listened to my track and got rid of it. Still amazing. It's gone. Especially when you have a bunch of these guitar tracks and you don't want to go and cut out every single one of them like surgically, because it will create like slightly choppy edits. This thing will save your butt, and yeah, works really well. User case number 2 is me taking an acoustic guitar track and kind of removing some of the squeaks and peak attack. I recorded my Taylor acoustic guitar with just a single microphone pointing at roughly 12th fret, and it sounds pretty good, but there's a lot of kind of peak attack and noise happening. Take a listen. And with the RX8, difference isn't super drastic, but it is softening the overall sound quite a bit and just makes the guitar a bit more pleasant to listen to. It's removing some of the squeaks and also removing some of the pick attack. And the cool thing is, like, we can listen to those squeaks, like we can solo those out and listen to them and kind of hear what it is removing here. Well, there's a little bit of squeaking going on, but with pick attack, I bet there's a bit more. Yeah, I have a bad habit of like picking fairly unevenly, and like on ones I attack a bit too strongly, and it's kind of leveling those down. It just sounds more even. That's it. Yeah, I do those accents dun dun da da dun dun da da, and this levels them out nicely. It's not like this was a huge issue to begin with, but it just makes everything sound oh so much nicer. Case number 3 is removing some of the room reverb. This is from one of our Cat Pick Fridays episodes with Rich, and he was using a lavalier mic at that time where, well, he would place it somewhere here on his shirt, and while it's mainly picking up his voice, it's also picking up some of the reflections from the room, and with the plugin bypassed, you can take a listen of how it sounds.
Last week, so it's been over a week now that it happened, and yeah, we still don't have any official news, although there's stuff going around on internet forums and people have...
I mean, it's not like super bad or anything like that, but again, when you pair that sound with what I'm getting from this microphone, which is like a very podcasty, if you will, like no reflections, no reverb, anything like that, they just sound very different, and RX8 allows me to get those way closer because, yeah, take a listen.
Last week, so it's been over a week now that it happened, and yeah, we still don't have any official news, although there's stuff going around on internet forums and people have heard things from people who know people who work there and stuff, and yeah, it sounds like a really tragic thing. I mean, yeah, we can take away the fact that no one was killed, no one was hurt last week, so it's been over a week now that it happened, and yeah, we still don't have any official news, although there's stuff going around.
I think you can hear how Rich kind of immediately moves kind of further away when we bring the reverb back, and when we turn the plugin on, it's just more in your face and kind of more present. And that's exactly what we want to do here. And we can even listen to just the reverb if we want to for some reason.
Last week, over a week now that it happened, yeah, we still don't have any official news, although there's stuff there.
Yeah, you can hear what kind of stuff it's removing. So it's not really changing the actual voice, but kind of removing that reverb just brings him closer and kind of more in your face, which is kind of what you want in a podcast episode. It's a smaller detail, but just makes it way better. User case number 4 is de-essing, and it means that we are removing all of those S's and those kind of sharp sounds that don't really sound that pleasant, especially when you kind of compress them and make the vocals or speech loud. And we're actually sticking with the same clip we just listened to, so Rich talking. And again, let's start with the bypassed sound and then take a listen at the de-essed version.
Last week, so it's been over a week now that it happened, and yeah, we still don't have any official news, although there's stuff going around on internet forums and people have heard things from people who know people who work there and stuff, and yeah, it sounds like a really tragic thing.
And again, we can listen just to the S's if we want to. It sounds kind of silly, but it just makes his S's a bit softer and just more pleasant to listen to, and depending on what person you are de-essing, this can be absolutely critical. And this is also something that you absolutely want to do when you are mixing songs. And if you have a bunch of vocals and every single vocalist is singing that S sound, it will really, really pop out. And having a DSA plugin in those cases is absolutely essential. Use case number 5 is breath control, as the name of the plugin suggests as well. And yeah, imagine a bunch of people inhaling all at the same time, and some people inhale pretty loudly, doing like that. And yeah, when you compress those, put it all together, like it's quite a lot. For example, take a listen over here, and I have a fairly okay breathing technique when singing. You can still really hear my inhales here. There's, I don't know, 10 of me's or something like that. There's one inhale. Yeah, there you go. Several times. And then with the plugin, silence. Beautiful. Listen to it again. You can hear just a tiny bit. Let's listen with just the breaths. Does that. Skip over here. And one more time. Come on, move on over there. Just a little bit. I think this was the loudest one. Yeah. So imagine that, like, especially if you pan like your vocals on the sides, and then there's just a loud inhale going on. It's something that you don't think of, but it actually makes a big difference. And because there's so much other stuff happening in the song, you don't want those kind of high-pitched inhales happen in the song. Breath control plugin from the RX8 works great. User case number 6, and I saved the best for last, meaning that this was bound to be a disaster, this project, because I had shot the whole video and kind of dismantled everything, and I thought, okay, I'm ready to edit. Let's take a quick listen of what's going on. And this is what I found out. Take a listen. By the way, this video is sponsored by Boss. They have sent me the SD1 40th anniversary edition and the DC2W from the... By the way, this video... I somehow managed to completely mess my microphone input settings, and this audio was kind of hard-coded on the video track itself. I didn't like record my audio separately at all. I was in a hurry and made some stupid decisions while shooting this video. I was like, damn it. Do I actually have to reshoot this because I really want to get the video out and stuff like that? But then I remembered I had the iZotope RX8 suite, and I decided to try the declip plugin, and take a listen. This is freaking amazing. By the way, this video is sponsored by Boss. They sent me the SD1 40th. The same sentence again. By the way, this video is sponsored by Boss. They have sent me the SD1 40th anniversary edition and the DC2W from the... By the way, this video is sponsored by Boss. They have sent me the SD1 40th anniversary edition and the DC2W from the... By the way, this video is sponsored... What? What? That's... like, it's fully usable now. That is freaking amazing. Like, this thing absolutely saved my project and saved me like hours of time, like setting everything up, shooting the video, transferring the files on the computer, all of that stuff. This plugin saved my project because it just somehow managed to fix the stupid clipping microphone, my own mistake, and it sounds just fine. I bet you, like, when you watch that video that's out, by the way, how to sound like synthwave on the guitar, like, if you watched the video, you would never know this was the case. This plugin just fixed it. Magic, I would not say. Pretty damn amazing. And as you can tell, I'm smiling because I remembered how absolutely devastated I was when I realized I messed up the audio recording, and how happy I am now remembering the feelings of like, hey, wait, I'm actually able to salvage this. And so can you, or something like that, by getting the iZotope RX8. I have no affiliate links or anything like that to the software, but I'm going to put a link to their website. They also have a bunch of cool sales going on every now and then. So highly recommend the plugin suite, because if you work with audio a lot, this will save your butt, period. Thank you as well for being friends of the channel for this long. I really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this video, a great way to support the channel is to get my songwriting course, links below in the description, and also use my affiliate links to Thomann Store, links below in the description. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking it, leaving me a comment, subscribing, all of those YouTube things. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next time.